So we have more than 2,500 kids in America who are separated from their families, no hearings from Judiciary or Oversight. We got thousands of people who've been slain in gun violence from Parkland to Las Vegas to San Bernardino County, no hearings on the universal background check favored by 97% of the people. The president has plunged us into trade wars. He's insulting and taunting our Democratic allies around the world. He's flattering autocrats and kleptocrats and dictators around the world. And he's done nothing to stop another round of cyber sabotage of our elections coming in 2018. But our colleagues don't want to do any hearings on any of the chaos that's been set loose in the land. No, Mr. Strzok, the GOP wants to talk about your personal texts, 2 or 3 out of more than 50,000 that we've seen. And the purpose, of course, is to derail and discredit the investigation by the special counsel that has obtained 19 indictments and 5 criminal convictions of people like Flynn and Gates and Papadopoulos and so on. And when their names come up, you'll notice that our colleagues maintain a discreet and demure silence on the other side of the aisle. But they're outspoken about this. They say, Mr. Strzok, that you are at the heart of a deep state conspiracy to oppose Donald Trump. To make this claim, they've got to ignore the fact that you were an equal opportunity insulter of politicians. You had choice negative words for Democrats and independents, like Bernie Sanders, who you called an idiot, like Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton and Martin O'Malley, who you called a freak show. That's not very nice, but hey, there's a First Amendment here in America, and you can still insult government officials without being thrown into jail or held in contempt of Congress, at least by our side of the aisle. There are no kings here, and we have freedom of speech, the right that is cherished by the people and feared only by tyrants. But my colleagues have insisted on making a conspiracy theory out of your pillow talk texts. But there are a couple facts they can't get around. Number one, the IG found no partisan bias affecting the official investigation. Number two, Attorney General Sessions is a Republican appointed by Donald Trump. Rod Rosenstein is a Republican appointed by Donald Trump. James Comey is a Republican appointed by Donald Trump. FBI Director Wray is a Republican appointed by Donald Trump. And Robert Mueller is a lifelong Republican. So this would have to be a Republican conspiracy. So I'm looking for evidence of the Republican conspiracy, and all I could find were the kind of statements that you've been arraigned on today. So I want to ask you about those statements. In the spring of 2016, Senator Ted Cruz called Donald Trump a, quote, sniveling coward, a pathological liar, and a serial philanderer. Was this attack on Trump by Senator Ted Cruz a coordinated part of a deep state conspiracy that you organized?
No.
On August 8th, 2016, Senator Marco Rubio said Donald Trump was, quote, unworthy of being our president. Was this attack part of a deep state conspiracy that you organized?
No.
In October of 2016, Speaker Paul Ryan said, I am not going to defend Donald Trump, not now, not in the future. Was this fleeting outburst of moral courage part of a deep state conspiracy that you organized?
No.
Former Secretary of State Rex Tillerson called Donald Trump a moron. Former EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt said he's an empty vessel when it comes to the Constitution. Steve Bannon said he's like an 11-year-old child. General H.R. McMaster referred to Donald Trump reportedly as a dope and an idiot with the intelligence of a kindergartner. Karl Rove called him a complete idiot. Representative Duncan Hunter said he's an a-hole, but he's our a-hole. And the director of the National Economic Council, Gary Cohn, reportedly sent out an email describing Trump as an idiot surrounded by clowns. Were all of these vituperative negative characterizations of Donald Trump part of a deep state GOP conspiracy engineered by you and your friends?
No.
Were any of these statements part of a conspiracy you organized?
No.
Now, although this conspiracy does appear to be overwhelmingly Republican, if it exists, balance compels me to ask you about my hero, Bruce Springsteen. Unlike the others who are all Republicans, Springsteen's a Democrat, and he said, the Republic is under siege by a moron. Did you tell him to say that?
No.
Was it part of a deep state conspiracy to criticize the president?
No.
Mr. Strzok, this hearing has been a circus and a kangaroo court run in banana Republican fashion. And I believe that some of my colleagues have disgraced themselves today in their attack on the FBI and the justice system of America. How can we recover from the hole that has been dug here today?
Sir, America is strong. I have However bad I think I've seen it in my life, I am confident that the institutions, the American people, will endure and be great. I have full faith in the United States, all the men and women, and even in times of trial and tribulation, I have every confidence that we will emerge as great as we've ever been. And that
Well, I'm with you.